Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this exciting event as we do the Football Association Championship Game. The football team ends the season with a 10-1 record of outscored opponents in the playoffs, 144-34, capturing the state title versus Woodstock with a final score of 54-20. This is the third state title in program history and most of any school in the state of Vermont. This is also the fourth state title and championship from the head coach Bob Cookie. At this time, I'd like to introduce the members of the BFUHS State Championship team. When I call your names, please step up to the table to receive the championship jacket from the Coach Club. Then please assemble on your lead in the canoe next to the mound. First up, number 12, senior captain, Declan Lisa. Number 34, senior captain, Jacob Thompson. Number 16, senior Reed Hill. Number 22, senior Shine Patrick Connors. Number 28, senior Connor Perry. Number 32, senior Stephen James. Number 55, senior Garrett Haskell. Number 56, senior Matt Roble. Number 72, senior Sean Caleb Perry. Number 83, senior Colton Colton. Number 19, junior Brody Kappa. Number 27, junior Jamie Harper. Number 33, junior Brian Beck. Number 44, junior Katie Crew. Number 54, junior Peyton Haskins. Number 57, junior Ryan Ernst. Number 64, junior Stephen Johnson. Number 65, junior Rob Lovell. Number 2, Saul James. Number 3, Saul J. Mason. Number 5, Saul Jacob Kissel. Number 6, Jackson Fletcher. Number 12, Saul Carter Harper. Number 7, sophomore Cameron Saunders. Number 16, sophomore Peyton Plummer. Number 75, sophomore Tim Fletcher. Number 4, freshman Thomas Howard. Number 7, Cooper Lovell. Number 1, Connor Pierce. Number 2, Katie. Assistant coach Nick Lawrence. Assistant coach Don Durango. Assistant coach Ryan Skinner. And our head coach of the 2025 Division III State Championship team.
Ready? Yeah. Call it 7 example.
Oh, tosses. It's all about oh, it's all about
Arch.
Okay, at this time, I ask the senior captains to please do the unveiling of the state championship banner. All right, I got a nice round of applause for the 2025.
Right, and we're here with the captains and a couple other seniors here for the BFUHS Falls Terriers team. After we just unveiled the banner, what'd that feel like, fellas?
It was great.
It felt amazing.
Great.
I think it just showcased our hard work all season and what we did on the field.
Absolutely. So I was lucky enough to see you guys at the beginning of the year. I filmed a couple practices and stuff for my show that I was doing. What I was amazed by was the leadership that comes out of this program. And I know, having played in the Pee Wee system here, that that's something that's built up from beyond. But what I couldn't believe was watching each and every one of you guys as seniors, because it was clear who the seniors were, because the kids who weren't doing things right, you guys picked them up and showed them how to do the drills. The coaches hardly had to say a word. That being built in clearly is great leadership coming from all of you. Can you all speak to just kind of that dedication and the leadership that comes from being in this program for many years?
I think it's just a snowball effect. I think that the upperclassmen, when we were underclassmen, just like showed us how to do it, and then you learn and grow, and then you do it. So I think that's how it really works for, especially in my case, is when you see it and you feel it, and then you do it. So I feel like that's a big part of it for us.
Like Cam said, you know, it's built from the ground up here at BF. It starts at the Pee Wees, all the way into middle school, then into high school. And year after year, you get a good senior class, somebody that's been passed down generation after generation, you know.
Yeah.
The tradition of being a Terrier. And it means something, so.
Yeah, and I agree with both these guys. I think it comes down to that. It comes down to the appreciation of the players, of like having that sense of, you know, you're a senior and the younger underclassmen are going to listen to you, and you got to, as a senior's role is to be responsible and showcase what the freshman or sophomores' job is to do when they're a senior. And even the juniors, you know, there could be new juniors that come on. It's your job to set the example of what to do. And, you know, it's your own self what you want to do, but we keep each other on the right page and all on the same page. And I think that's what makes us such a good program, is that there's no hiccups in this team, and when there is, we're all there for each other. You know, there's no bumps on the road, and if there is, we smooth it out and we keep going.
Yeah, you know, it's a high standard set from the day one of preseason. It's a high standard. We set the high standard, and we just go with it. From the coaches, from the players, to win a championship, you have to have a high standard, and that's what we did.
Yeah, no, it was very impressive watching from the beginning on, and then being a part of it, being able to broadcast the games and call the games. It was impressive to see that leadership on the field as well. You guys have grown up playing football together, I believe. I know, Jake, you came on a little later in the years. I don't know if you
8th grade,
played
right? 7th grade.
So you came and played with the Purple Dogs. So you did grow up playing with these guys a little bit as well. So I mean, it does.
The Jets team.
Yeah, and so it does make a complete circle here, and you all learn to trust each other, and you know the way it's being done. Having that pressure, though, you guys, this was the 13th state championship. It hadn't been, you guys, your class, the seniors hadn't raised a banner. So was that a huge thing that you guys were striving for, to make sure you didn't leave this school without raising one?
I think, honestly, we strived off that pressure. We took that pressure and, like, give us all that pressure. We want it. We want that pressure. That's what builds excellence. The more pressure you have on something that's something you can handle, the more you can perform. It just matters of what you're going to do with that.
I mean, Jake's right. I mean, that's the standard. That's the standard, is making it to the championship. I mean, it's Bellows Falls football. The tradition is to win.
Yep.
And play hard and give it your all. Leave it all on the field.
And not to be that guy, Bellows Falls football has been in those big games more than they haven't. So it's really just, it's kind of an expectation for us to do our best to then get to that next level.
Yeah, just hearing you talk about that pressure, it makes me fired up and want to play football again. Like, it just makes me want to go out there, and I think,
Give me the pressure.
yeah,
We love getting
that's what everyone wants, is that pressure. It fires you up, and I think that right there is just what we are.
Now, I didn't get to broadcast the state championship game, but I was there. I saw you guys look like you had unfinished business when you took the field. What was the bus ride to South Burlington like?
silent. It was silent. We had our heads down. We were ready to do our job, and that's it. That's all we needed, to do a job, and just get it done.
The whole week going into the state championship game, the whole bus ride, I watched the game that we lost in Woodstock over and over again, and I think every single play during the national anthem of the state championship, I was thinking about that game. I was thinking about when we were put on the ground. I think I had a strip fumble, and so I gave the ball to them in Woodstock. I thought about that play every night. I thought about that play over and over again, and we didn't let them do that again.
Me personally, I know that all of us right here and the rest of the team, as soon as that game was over and we got back to school that week, we were preparing for. We were going through playoffs, getting ready for that, but we were preparing to rematch them. We knew that was going to be we were going to play our hearts out, and we were going to be in that game against them and get our back there.
I mean, you guys played a lot of great games this year. That was a complete game. You dominated from start to finish in every facet of that game.
I can tell you what, on every play, there wasn't a single person on the field that wasn't giving it their all. Every single play, all of us were blocking as hard as we could, like it was our last play. He ran as hard as he could. I mean, it was another level.
Yeah, it was unreal to watch from the sidelines. I wished I'd been calling the game, but you guys were men on a mission in that game for sure.
I felt like that was really like the finisher. We all knew what we had to do. It was our last game together. We just knew we had to be perfect.
Yep.
And obviously we can't be perfect, but we did our best to do that.
Nice.
I think to add on to that is that week's practice was the hardest practice of the week, is that everybody gave 100%. Everybody is wheezing after every practice. But this last week's practice was something different. It wasn't just physically draining, it was mentally draining in the fact of we were ready to go. We wanted to go through every single motion in our heads, in our bodies. We wanted to, the amount of film that was watched is, we came together, we watched film on our own. We did everything we could to want to win because we want to win, and we did. And I think it was just a fact of we love each other. I love these boys. I love all of my teammates, and that's what it was about.
Everything you guys are saying absolutely showed on the field and the way that you picked each other up from the beginning of the season till the end. Having been lucky enough to see you in the preseason, I saw that in the beginning, from the very basics of jumping over chairs. You know, I mean, it was just, we do this one way, and this is why we win, is we do this way. If you don't do it this way, you're going to do it this way before you're done. Very impressive what you guys do.
And the way you're talking about is BF football. We just work, and then we win.
Right.
That's just how we do it.
It'll be the same next year. I know it. The younger kids, they'll get it done. They'll do it.
Tradition.
Absolutely.
If anything, this year showed that no matter what can happen, what you work to, how much effort you put in, there will always be a good outcome in some way. And this year we got a banner.
Absolutely.
Next year I think that they're going to strive even harder for another one.
Yeah, they've been there now.
Be an even better experience for our school.
All right. Well, I want to say thank you to Cam Perry, Stephen James,
Thank
Dave
you.
Tostrup, Pat Connors, Pat and Cam.
Thank you, guys.
Good luck in the Shrine game coming up this year. Congratulations on a great season.
Thank you.
Thanks for chatting with us,
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
Have a great day.
You guys, where you fell a little short.
Yeah, of course, definitely last year gave us a lot of drive going into the season. Having a pretty good regular season, coming into that semifinal game where we kind of got our butts kicked by Fairhaven there. But everybody was in the weight room. Everybody had the dedication to come back and win. And I think that's what really drove us this year, having a lot of returning players.
Yeah.
Talked about here. I think a lot of it was the hitting of things at the line. Having a good quarterback is a really good key. Good leaders. Jaden Bays and Pat Connors there, coming right up through the hole on the right side. And
Really? That one's on. It's on. Okay.
and really just plowing through everybody. I think a really big key of the season was having a really good line.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, the line was awesome. You guys created holes. When I watched the tape that I made, play for play, you guys opened holes left and right. That championship game, I wasn't on the call, but Pat Connors ran through that guard center hole time and time again. Very impressive work ethic that you guys have. I asked those other guys, what was that bus ride like for you guys up to South Burlington after having lost to Woodstock in Woodstock?
I think it was, it was a fire. It was right underneath us. I think it was a really good thing that it happened, though. Kind of humbled us. We were doing really good through the season. But I'm glad it happened to us, and we came back, and we definitely showed that we were better than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that bus ride was very important. It was pretty quiet, not a lot of talking or anything going on. Everybody was just trying to get ready for the game because, we were all just wanting to go in there and do what we didn't do against them the first time against that loss. In that loss, we obviously did not play our best, leading to the loss. So,
No, I know you guys don't need more motivation for next year. I know personally that both of you are already working towards next season. What are the goals for the team next year? What are your expectations?
of course, we're going to have very high expectations after what we've done this past season, and we have a good group of juniors coming up that are going to have to step up. You know, Saul James coming in at quarterback. Breyer, Barnett, seniors jumping in for Pat Klein. You know, pretty high expectations for those guys coming in. So, but I think they're going to be ready.
Yeah.
Working out and everything. I think they'll be ready.
Yep. Like Steven said, yeah, good matches with the juniors coming up. Also, we're definitely going to be working a little harder, a little faster, with a lot more mobility. Strength-wise, I think we're good right now. Speed-wise, this whole team is going to be challenging.
I can tell you right now, if anybody of your opponents are listening to this broadcast, you just struck fear into them right now. If you're telling them you guys are going to be more athletic on that offensive line, you guys were more athletic than some of the running backs I saw this year.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
So you guys were unbelievable. I appreciate you taking the time here. We've got the national anthem now. All right, so one more question before the game gets started. Talking with those other guys here, expectations of the seniors that you step up and take that lead, and it just continues year after year. You guys ready to take that mantle, push those young kids, show them the right way to do things?
For sure. Me and Steven, we've been, I think, a very big part of this team, from the workouts to the leadership. I mean, we had very good leaders this past year, and I think it'll keep going on. The speed, the workouts, the farm, also Seamus Tully. He's been getting all the kids that couldn't come up to the farm.
Yep.
He's been doing a really good job at working them out, getting speed, strength, agility, everything you could think of.
It's awesome. You guys were already doing it.
Yeah, to reiterate what he said, I mean, we're going to get going early summer workouts, everything just to be prepared. We got younger guys stepping up, Timmy Fletcher, Peyton Haskins coming in on the left side of the line to replace our two seniors, and it's just work. We got to get the work in to be good.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Viles. Enjoy the game tonight. I really appreciate your time here. I look forward to seeing you guys at the farm here shortly. I'll be up to dedicate that too. All right, thank you, everybody. Thank you for letting us interview some of the Bellows Falls football team here now as we get back to the game.